All right, so getting started today, we are going to be working on our hips. And there's three movements in particular that I like to go to that not only make me more fluid and loose, but they also strengthen my hips. Those three movements are going to be the 90-90, the pigeon pose, and we're going to do a cross knee stretch. Now, the cross knee stretch, it might be a little bit peculiar for some people, but we're going to talk about progressions and modifications for all three of these movements. So let's get right into it. That first move, the 90-90, one of my all-time favorites because it's a blend of external and internal hip rotation. So sit down on your butt just like so. We're gonna drop this knee, my left, your right, drop it down, drop the inside of this knee down. And we don't wanna be like this, not yet. So we're gonna come up. We wanna sit up, posture ourselves up. We may have to use the hand as a kickstand. Totally fine. You'll feel the stretch on the inside of the hip and groin region right here, right? Just like so. Now, this is how we sit in this position, but how do we turn it into a 90-90 where we're moving through it? We're gonna place the heels on the ground once again, and we're gonna rock from side to side, almost like a windshield wiper, just like so. Notice how I'm using my hands as somewhat of a kickstand. All right. If we feel like we're a little bit more advanced, we can remove the hands from behind us just like so, using the arms as a counterweight so we don't fall back. Now, what if we want to make this movement a little bit more intense and get more out of it without having to add a weight? I'll show you first. We're gonna come on over. We're gonna come over again. And this time, we're gonna press up through our hips and knees, squeezing the glutes and push the hips forward. Come back down, other side. Press on up, push the hips, squeeze the glutes, just like so. Boom. This is building fluidity in those hips. That is your 90-90 stretch. Rolling right along, we're gonna go into that cross knee stretch that we were talking about. So once again, you're still on your butt. Bring your right or left leg over, doesn't matter. My right, your left. I'm gonna bring it over my knee, right? My ankle is over my knee. Bring the leg up kind of like I'm doing a sit-up. Arms are at either side behind me. I'm gonna push my butt into the air. Immediately, I feel that stretch in the outside of my hip region. Now, we may also feel a little bit of a twang in our knee if we've had some knee issues in the past. If that's the case, my recommendation, either drop your butt down or extend that bottom leg out so we don't have as much torque on the knee, okay? We're gonna push ourselves on up just like so. And we're gonna raise the hips and come back down. Raise those hips and come back down just like so, all right? Once we've repped that one out, we're gonna get the other side knocked out. Leg over the knee. Pressing on up, boom. Feeling it in the outside of our hips. Now moving right along, this one is my favorite. We're gonna go into a pigeon stretch. A pigeon stretch, we're gonna fold that leg in front of us, kind of like a 90-90. Notice the similarities between that 90-90 position and the pigeon stretch. The only difference is we're gonna take this leg, the outside leg, or the one that's folded inside, and we're gonna extend it behind us. Kind of like we're in a push-up. So we'll find ourselves with this front leg crossed like a pretzel. Now what we wanna do here is we wanna drive the hips toward the ground, just like so. And then we can raise ourselves up, make sure we're in position, and we come on down. When we come on down, we'll feel the torque in the outside of the hip. We'll also feel it in the knee as well. Now with this movement, what I like to do is I like to move from side to side and kind of feel that stretch on the inside of my hip as well as the outside of the hip. There we go. We're gonna switch on over, come into that high plank, bring the leg back, and booyah. Switch on over. Remember, we drop down onto the forearms to really dig deep into the stretch. This is also good for your glutes. If you're doing this with me, you can feel it. Now, as far as these 3 stretches go, we want to make sure we're working them about 3 to 4 times a week to really keep our hips with that WD-40, you feel me? We don't want our hips to get too tight because the hips affect the hamstrings affect the glutes, and the glutes affect one of the most important parts of our body, that is the lower back, okay? So make sure that your hips are fluid, that way you stay fit, bruh. I'm gonna see you on the next one. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on this video.